Good evening. I'm Emily Flores.
And I'm Glenn Mills. Thanks so much for joining us. We are following breaking news this evening. President Joe Biden has arrived in Utah and left from Salt Lake City International Airport. He touched down in just the last half hour or so.
Yes, he did. It's the first time Utah has hosted a sitting president since Donald Trump's visit back in 2017. Biden himself has not been in Utah since 2016. His stop in Utah today is the last leg of his three-state tour of the West, discussing the Inflation Reduction Act, veterans benefits, and the administration's efforts to address climate change.
ABC4 News bringing you team coverage of the president's tour here in Utah. Jonathan May live in Provo, where an overnight FBI raid led to the death of a man agents say was actually plotting an attempt on the president's life.
But first, we're going to check in with ABC4's Kade Garner, who is live at Salt Lake International Airport, where the president touched down just moments ago. And Kade, what's on deck for the president today?
Yeah, well, he just landed moments ago. He's no longer on the tarmac, but I'm here with Major General Turley. Major General, what does it mean for you to be able to host a sitting president here?
Well, it's an amazing honor to be hosting any president, but obviously when you're there at that moment, it's kind of an awe-inspiring moment to see Air Force One roll up and have the President of the United States step off that aircraft, so quite an honor.
Well, and I was saying earlier today that most of us have seen one of these planes in person, but it does seem to carry a different weight, when the president is on it.
Absolutely. And I think as we were talking earlier about all of the preparation that went into making this happen here at the Air National Guard base, but also amongst all of the rest of the team, the law enforcement and all of the folks from the governor's office, it really does move the world when the president moves. So it's an amazing experience.
Well, and the details were kept pretty secret for a while, but how long have you guys been preparing for today?
Well, for a couple of weeks now, but there may have been some other preparations that were coming down, and I would imagine that the president's schedule is very fluid. Even when he has plans out there, they can change quickly. So we were prepared for it. We were working hard at it, and I think we did a great job.
Well, it was a great sight to see. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you. All right, so you can see that the plane is still here. It's no longer called Air Force One because the president isn't currently on it. Now, this is going to be a very short visit. He was in New Mexico earlier today talking about economics. He was in Arizona yesterday to establish a new national monument near the Grand Canyon National Monument. Now, our Governor Spencer Cox, Senators Mike Lee, as well as Senator Mitt Romney, both disagreeing with this national monument, saying it takes up too much land that could be used by Arizonans and Utahns. It saves about 1,500 acres just to preserve it. Now, he will be speaking to veterans. The president will be speaking to veterans tomorrow morning. He's going to be talking to them about the PACT Act, which is about a year old now. Now, the PACT Act actually helps improve and increase health benefits for veterans who are exposed to toxic chemicals during their service time. So that could have been things like Agent Orange or other chemicals that they run across while they're serving both at home and abroad. After that, he will go to a campaign event. That campaign event is going to be in Park City. However, we don't know exactly where it's going to be, and the press is not going to be allowed to attend. However, I will be at his event with the veterans tomorrow morning, and I will bring you coverage of what he has to say about the PACT Act and our veterans here in Utah. Again, I'm going to have more coverage on the president's visit coming up at 6. Live in Salt Lake City, Kade Garner, back to you.
Okay, thank you. One person is dead.